Alrighty nail crew, here we go. I'm finally, 3 weeks later, finally going to remove this blue polish and do a fill. So I'm just giving you guys a little bit of a close-up, showing you that the application was really good and there is no lifting. So I'll just show you on each finger really quick, pressing it down at the tip. If there was any lifting, you would have seen it pop up at the back. Now I do have bits of acrylic right here on that one, and like right here on the tip of that one. That comes from when I do nails and I don't wear gloves. But other than that, the polish is still really shiny, y'all. Really shiny. I'll leave a link to the video below. That way you could watch and see what I used and things like that. All right, so let's dive right on in. I removed the polish from my nails and I actually thinned out the acrylic a bit because today I'm using gels. Yes, I'm not going to have the gel defeat me. If you watch my video I posted yesterday, I felt slightly defeated by the gel and I'm not having it. So today we're going in with gel again. Now I went ahead and prepped my nails off camera. So I pushed back my cuticles, I removed the shine, all that fun stuff. Same things I do every video. And now I'm going in with my primer. So I'm using the Young Nails Protein Bond and my bottle is pretty much empty, but I'm like turning it upside down and to the side. I want every drop. It's pretty much donezo, but I think I could get like one more use out of it. I'm going to use every drop. All right, so now that my primer is on and dried, I'm going in with the base coat. This base coat is from Young Nails. You saw me use it yesterday, but I really feel like any base coat will work. And as a matter of fact, as you can tell, I did my right hand off camera, and the base coat that I used is the rubber base from the Gel Bottle ink, the same base coat that I've been using for a while now. That's what I used for my right hand. So now on my left hand, I'm using the base coat from Young Nails. So we'll compare in about 2 weeks when I start to get some grow out. We'll compare. We'll see, is the Young Nails just as good as the Gel Bottle ink? I really hope so, because I have so much of it that I need it to really be good. I need it to really be good. If it sucks, I'm going to have to find something to do with it. Maybe mix some glitter or so. I'll figure it out. I'll find something to do with it. But I'm just hoping that it works well for a base coat. So I have my little pink brush. This is a poly gel brush, but any nice firm gel brush will work for this. So that's the brush I'm going to use, and I'm going to use concealer pink as my gel. So I want to show it to you guys again for those of you who did not catch my last video. It is thick, y'all. It is thick. And it is a bit of a learning curve to use it. It is unlike anything that I have tried before. It's not like acrylic, and it's not like regular gel, and it's not like poly gel. It's really its own beast. So I'm going to apply it. Now listen. So after I did my video yesterday, and I kind of felt like, I don't know, the nails turned out very pretty in the end, but during my application, I felt like almost defeated. Like, what in the world is this? Like I just felt like I couldn't really grasp it. So I went back to Young Nails and I watched 2 videos, one from Greg and one from Tracy. Greg and Tracy does nails totally different. They work for the same company, but they have their own little spin on things. So Greg, the way he does it, he's a little bit more controlled. So the main thing that he said when using this gel is to quote unquote slow your roll. So he basically said you want to put it on the nail and you want to smooth it down or walk it down very slowly. So I believe yesterday when I was applying it to Tuesday's hand, I was going a little bit too fast with it. And so it was a little bumpy. It wasn't as even as I wanted it to be. But Greg said, slow your roll. And I felt that in my soul. I felt like he saw my struggles and he said, girl, slow your roll. Quote unquote, like literally, that's what he said, slow your roll. And I felt that in my heart, y'all. I felt like he was talking directly to me. So I went ahead and I slowed my roll, y'all. I applied it a little bit slower and it wasn't easy. It's still not easy, but I feel like this looks a lot better than my application that I did yesterday. Now I did miss a little spot over here, so I'm just going to apply some gel right there, just like that. And this gel is thick enough to where you could go right on in with your spot fixes without curing it in between. If you were using a more fluid or flexible gel, I would encourage you to cure it first and then apply little beads wherever you need it. But this was just so thick. I just was able to fix what I needed to fix without curing it first. And that is that. Now let's pop her in the oven. Pop her in the oven. Pop her in the oven and let her bake, bake, bake. Let me tell you guys something though. This gel burns. Okay, it burns. Oh my gosh, y'all, it burns. So this lamp has a low power mode. If your lamp has a low power mode, make sure you use it because this heat spike is nothing to play with, okay? That is something they recommend as well. I hear that a lot. They always recommend using low power mode or low heat mode because of the heat spikes. So my first nail, I did not use a slip layer. I just went right on top of my base coat and I started applying the gel because that's how Greg and Tracy does it. Now for this one, I am going to apply a slip layer first just because I feel like the slip layer makes the application a little bit easier. Now yesterday in my video, I applied my slip layer and then I cured it. But you guys all said, no, Nikki, don't cure the slip layer. Leave the slip layer. Okay, I took you guys' advice. So I applied the slip layer and I did not cure it. Instead, I went right on top with a bead of gel and now I am just walking it down the nail. And I'm going slow, just like what Greg said. Greg said, slow your roll, and I'm slowing my roll, and it's coming out so much better. Oh my gosh, y'all. I feel like a gel master. Oh God, I'm sorry. I know I get loud when I get excited. Turn your phones down. If you got on headphones, take them out, okay? Because I'm excited and who knows what's going to come out of my mouth next. I might squeal, I might scream. Be ready. You have been warned, y'all. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. It is smooth. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went ahead and I did a low power mode cure, but I only cured it for about 30 seconds because I just want to set it. I don't want to fully cure it yet. So anyway, let's talk about how Tracy applies it. Tracy does a different technique than Greg. Greg does his slow and controlled, okay? Tracy literally puts the gel on the nail. Period. Okay, she just puts it on the nail and that's just her technique. Her technique is get it done, file it in the end. Okay, so when I watched Greg, he was like very methodical and very like graceful and nice and neat, and I was like, wow, I just really like watching it. Now Tracy, she literally just threw it on the nail. But you know what? She was doing one of those videos where the clock was going. She was trying to see how long she could do a full set of gel nails. And she finished the entire set in less than 60 minutes. So that could be why she did it that way. But literally, she threw the gel on the nail and then filed it in the end. So whatever technique works for you guys, if you rather do it slow and controlled in the beginning and have less filing in the end, that's fine. If you rather just throw that thing on the nail and then file it in the end, that's fine too. Like whatever works for you, because both of them did it differently, but they both had really, really nice nails in the end. The end result was very pretty. So I feel like if Tracy could throw it on the nail and file it to perfection in the end, I feel like, girl, I'm about to do the same thing. So here we go. I applied my slip layer. I did not cure it. And I'm going to go a little bit faster with this one just to get my little Tracy on. Can we call it Tracy? Is Tracy a verb now? I'm turning Tracy into a verb. So let's do this. Let's Tracy this nail. And I'm just going to get it on. So it's not going to be as slow as I did the other ones. And it probably won't be as neat either, But apparently that's okay because all we have to do is pull out our handy dandy e-file in the end and we are good to go. So look at that. It's not as neat, y'all. It's not as neat, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, I guess. Look, oh my gosh, I messed it up. I got a little bit of the tail of the gel and I didn't smooth it out. So let me try to fix that. See, that's what happens when you try to be too quick. Oh my gosh. It looks a little lumpy, a little wonky on the side, but it's fine. That's what we got the file for. Here I am moving down to the pinky, applying my slip layer. And again, guys, the slip layer is totally optional. They did not use a slip layer. Tracy didn't use one. Greg didn't use one. It's totally optional. The reason I like to use it is because it tells the gel where to go. It sets a boundary for the gel, and it just makes the application a little bit easier for me. So I encourage you guys to try it with one and without one and see what works better for you. Some of you may figure or feel that it's a waste of time or it's just an added step, you know, so just play with it. Play with it is what I always say, and figure out what works for you. But again, I do like it. So here I am, and I'm going to slow my roll a little bit more. I'm not going to go so quickly as I did on the ring finger because it was just too sloppy for me. I felt like it just was too sloppy. I did the first three so neat, and then I got to the ring finger and I kind of rushed it. And I'm like, oh man, I felt so good about the other three. And then that one was a little wonky. The pinky didn't come out too bad. This color is gorgeous though. This color is everything. I really like it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so excited. I got me some gel nails. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that in the lamp for a full cycle on the low power mode. Take that out the lamp, wipe off that sticky inhibition layer, and now let's file. Let's leave it in real time. So I left my application in real time for you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I think I'm going to leave, I guess I could leave some of my file in real time as well. I know some of you guys really enjoy that. So what I do is I just do the sides first. So filing around the perimeter is pretty much how I start, and I'm all out of frame. I really apologize. But after I do the perimeter or the sides of the nail, then I go where my cuticle area is or my eponychium, and I file around there just to create a little groove, because you don't want the gel, the acrylic, the poly gel, any of the product. You don't want it on the skin. You definitely don't want it too close to the eponychium. Otherwise the nails will lift. So I use a file just to get right in that little groove, just to make sure that the nail is not on my skin. A lot of times I do that part with my e-file. I just use a real small needle drill bit and I get right into that area. But today I just used my hand file and it was just as easy. So after I file the perimeter and the eponychium or the cuticle area, then I go in to further perfect my shape with my e-file. This e-file is from Belle. There is a link in my description box below. If you like it, I got it from Amazon. So I'm just smoothing out the surface of my nail. And let me tell you guys, wear a mask. When you guys are filing, well, really when you file anything, but especially when you're filing gel, you want to use a mask because the powder or the dust that it creates is very light and it floats and it flies all over the room. You don't want to breathe that stuff in. So wear a mask. All right. So now for my Bling Gel, I'm going to try to use my Synergy Gel from Young Nails as Bling Gel. Never done it before. I don't know if it's going to work. Total experiment, but I have faith in it. I really feel like it's going to hold my bling down. So my first nail, which is my ring finger, is going to be my full bling nail. I just added some glitter, nothing fancy. Any glitter will work. And the reason why I'm adding that glitter is because I don't want to use a lot of bling, but I want to make it look like I used a lot of bling. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's going to create an illusion of a full bling nail when really it's not going to be that much bling. So I added my glitter, I cured that in the lamp for a full 60 seconds, and now I am applying the Flex Gel. Flex Gel is a builder gel, but it's very fluid and flexible, okay? So right after I applied my Flex Gel, and any hard gel will work for this, any hard gel or any builder in a bottle. So once you apply your first layer of hard gel or builder in a bottle, you're going to go right on top of that. Do not cure it. Right on top with your top coat or your gloss coat. And then right into those 2 layers, we are going to just jab our bling right in there. Just nestle it right down in between the 2 layers of gel that you have created. So I'm a little bit out of frame here, a little bit falling to the end of the frame. I don't even know why, but this is what happens when I do my nails or when I do a client's nails. I'm just so into what I'm doing that I really don't even pay attention to the camera, but this is what it looks like. So it really looks like I have a full nail of bling, but I don't, y'all. I really don't, okay? So now, what should I do? I like it like this. I really do. What about if I did a little something simple right here? All right, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's go right back in with our Flex Gel. Again, any hard gel or any clear builder in a bottle will work. And I've tried all different gels and they all work. So that's why I'm pretty confident that this Flex Gel will work as well. And that's another use for it. You could use it to build nails, right? Or you could use it as bling gel. So, you know, I have to get as much bang for my buck as I possibly can. So if I'm not building nails with this product, I'm using it to hold my stones and multi-purpose, multi-use. Hey, you know, you got to stretch that dollar. So anyway, I added the Flex Gel. And then I'm going to go on top of that with my gloss or my top coat. And as you can tell, I switched brushes. That's because I didn't want to get the Flex Gel into my gloss coat because they're 2 different consistencies and I just didn't want to mix them up. So I'm using a different brush and I'm just going to brush that right on top. Again, I apologize for being out of frame, but you guys can tell exactly what I'm doing. I apply my bling the same all the time. So pretty much nothing has changed in the technique, but the products are just different. I'm just trying something else out. So again, before I cure that in the lamp, I'm going to stick my bling right in the meat of the gel, right where most of the gel was, which was right along that cuticle line. So I am just going to pick up my little stone and put it right where I want it and then cure it in the end. So most of my bling, y'all, I get from Amazon. Yes. Now I do have a couple stones that I got from Wish and a couple stones that I got from AliExpress and all of that. But most of my stones, I really just get right from Amazon and they have really good prices. So in the description box below, you'll see my Amazon storefront link. Click the link and go to nail art and you'll see all my bling, different colors, sizes, shapes, all of that. So anyway, I applied my bling and now I'm curing it in the lamp for 60 seconds. So once all your bling is applied, you're going to take that gloss coat. And this gloss coat is very thick. So normally when I apply gloss or top coat, I use 2 coats. But for this, I'm going to just use 1 because it's so thick. I don't want to lose the shape of my nails and I don't want to bulk them up too much. So I'm just going to use 1 coat and just brush it in very, very well so that it's smooth. And pretty much that is it. You apply it like any other top coat. Just be careful because of the thickness. You want to make sure you brush it very well. Otherwise, it will be kind of lumpy or clumpy. I could see that being a potential problem. But other than that, y'all, you apply it like regular top coat. Like really, you really do. So don't be intimidated by the large size of it. They also have regular size top coat and base coat. So you do not have to get a large quantity like this. You could try their regular size top and base. So now I'm going to use my little art brush, little cheap art brush I probably got from the dollar store, really. And I'm just going to dive right on into my gel and apply a little bit right around the stones. So I'm hugging the stones with the gel. You don't want to get the gel on the stones. However, you will, okay? You will. There will be a little bit of gel that gets on the stones and it's not the end of the world, but don't try to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Now, once all the gel is applied, pop her in the oven. quick 60-second cure, and this is what the nails look like. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. These are so, you cannot tell whether they're gel, whether they're acrylic, whether they're poly gel. These are so stinking cute. I love them. I love everything. I like the shape. I love the color. I freaking love this color. Oh, I'm so impressed right now. I'm impressed. I did such a good job. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope that it was helpful for somebody out there. If you're afraid of gels like I was, get it. Get them gels out of the trash can, pull them right out the garbage, and give it another try. I really feel like if I could do it, you could do it. And you have two different techniques to try. You could try it Greg's way, or you could try it Tracy's way. Either way, just don't give up. All right, guys, that is it. I will see you in my next video. Bye.